Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Here it's me, zoologist Mehta Bayuters here. So today we will discuss about circulatory system. First, what is circulatory system? तो circulatory system के बारे में कि what is the circulatory system? The circulatory system carries blood and dissolved substances to and from different places in the body. The heart has a job of pumping these things around the body. The heart pumps blood and substances around the body in the tubes called blood vessels. The heart and blood vessels together to make up a circulatory system. Here is a little bit sketch. You, how does systems work? So, two main organs are involved in making the circulatory system. First is a heart pumping organ, and second is the lungs for oxygenation of the blood. Here is the heart have a two parts, left part and right part. So right part have a main vein which carries the deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body like liver, digestive system, kidney and legs. And all these blood is collected and moved into the main vein that's called the vena cava. Then this blood is moved to the upper and lower chamber of the heart of the right part and then move into the lungs for oxygenation. After oxygenation of the blood, this blood is moved again toward the heart through the pulmonary vein, and then this blood is oxygenated blood, and then again this oxygenated blood move from upper chamber to the lower chamber and then lower chamber to the aorta, and aorta is the large arterium or a vessel which circulate or transport the oxygenated blood to different parts of the body like liver, digestive system, kidney and legs. So that's why this is called a complete system of circulation of blood, which called circulatory system. Again, here is an other diagram to clear the circulation of the blood. Our circulatory system is a double circulatory system. This means it has a two parts. Double circulatory system, why it's called? Because in heart two times blood is entering. First the deoxygenated blood and other is the oxygenated blood. Now you can see here this is the heart structure and lungs structure. So from the different parts of the body, blue color is mentioning here, this is the deoxygenated blood, which is moved into the heart and then from heart toward the lungs. This is deoxygenated blood. During respiration process, gases exchange occurs, so carbon dioxide is released out and inhale the oxygen. After oxygen entering the lungs, so blood become oxygenated, so called as oxygenated blood. So the left side of the system deals with the oxygenated blood which is moved toward the heart, and then from the heart different parts of the body and the cell that is pigmented red color. So here is a mentioning the red color pigmentation. Again, here is the structure of the heart. Now you can see here the upper two part of the heart is the two arteria and lower two parts is the two ventricles. So the heart has a four chamber. Now you can see here it's a vein. This is a vein. It brings blood from the body except the lungs, and this blood is deoxygenated blood. Now you can see this here. These are arteries that carries the blood away from heart. These these vessels move the blood, oxygenated blood. Again, now you can see here, this is the coronary artery, the heart on blood supply. Here, oxygenated blood is moved to the heart's muscles, cardiac muscles by the coronary artery. Again, another transfer section of the heart that is the upper two part is the atrium, left atrium and right atrium, lower left ventricle and right ventricle. In between them there is a valve Right atrium and right ventricle have a wall that's called as a tricuspid wall. Left atrium and left ventricle have a wall which is called as a bicuspid wall. Again, now you can see here, this is the vein from the head and body part which carries the deoxygenated blood, and vein from the lungs which carries the oxygenated blood. Now you can see here is the artery of the lungs which move the deoxygenated blood toward the lungs for oxygenation. Okay, and now you can see here artery to head and body parts. So oxygenated blood from the artery move toward the head and body parts. Again, now how does the heart work? So step one is the blood from the body part enter inside the right auricle and right ventricle, and then again toward the lungs. So blood from the lungs become oxygenated. Now you can see here the blue arrow mentioning that there is the deoxygenated blood, and the red arrow mentioning there is the oxygenated blood. The heart beat begin when the heart muscles relax and blood flow into the arteria. Now again you can see the second step. So the second step is the, now you see here the oxygenated blood move into the left atrium and left ventricle. The arteria then contract and the valve open to allow the blood into the ventricle. So the third step is the valve. Main function of the valve to close to stop the blood flowing backward. The ventricle contract forcing the blood to leave the heart. At the same time, the artery are relaxing and once again filling the blood. So this cycle then repeats itself again to make a blood oxygenated. So the blood from the heart gets around the body through the blood vessels. There are three types of blood vessels: arteries, veins, and capillaries. So now we will discuss about these blood vessels, that what are these and what's their function. So the artery carry blood away from the heart. So here you can see this is the artery vessel. Thick muscles and elastic fibers layer are making the vessels too much elasticity. The elastic fibers allows the artery to stretch under pressure, and the thick muscles can contract to push the blood along. Again, second is a vein. Vein carry blood toward the heart. Now you can see this is the vein and have a thin muscle elastic fibers. The vein have walls which act to stop the blood from going in the wrong direction. And the body muscles surround the veins so that when they contract to move the body, they also squeeze the vein and push the blood along the vessels. And the third is capillaries. Capillaries links the arteries with the veins. And their wall is so thin and one cell thick wall. And they exchange the material between the blood and the body cells. The exchange of material between blood and the body can only occur through these capillaries. So other than these, there is no contact between the cells or tissues with the arteries or veins. Only the direct contact with the blood capillaries. Again, now this is the capillary. The collection of capillaries is known as the capillary bed. Now you can see here main heart vessel is a aorta, which is divided into artery, and again artery divided into different arterioles. And from this side, a lot of the veins make a venule, and then these venules merge with the arterioles to make a capillary bed. So these all are the capillaries, and in between this, these are the body cells, which is directly in contact with these blood capillaries for exchanging the material. Now we will discuss about what's in blood. So blood have digested food, red blood cells, oxygen, carbon dioxide, plasma, different hormones, platelets, waste, and white blood cells. So we will discuss step by step all these components. First, here is the blood. Now you can see here, this is the blood vessels in which the blood is moving. And blood have a four main component. First is a plasma fluid-like substance in which the red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets are floating. Red blood cells are red and pigmented the due to peak of oxygen. White blood cells help in killing the germs, and platelets are spindle shaped. There is a no particular cell of the platelets. Now again we will describe here the red blood cells are biconcave disc that is round and flat without a nucleus, contain a hemoglobin and a molecule specially designed to hold the oxygen and carry it to cell that need it, and can change shape to an amazing extent without breaking as it squeezes single file through the capillaries. White blood cells. Here you can see this is the white blood cells. There are many different types and all contain a big nucleus. Two main ones are lymphocytes and macrophages. Macrophages eat and digest microorganisms. Some lymphocytes fight different disease by making antibodies to destroy invaders by dissolving them. Other lymphocytes make antitoxin to break down poisons. Third one is the platelets are the bit of cell broken of larger cells. Platelets are not the particular cells. Platelets produce tiny fibrinogenes fibers to form a net. This net trap other body cells to form a blood clotting. When excess bleeding occurs, so fibrinogen make a network to prevent from excess loss of blood. Okay, now here is the plasma. I'm mentioning in the centrifugation blood sampling. Now you can see here there is the all the heavy weighted components are embedded downward and collected, and the lower weight can upper side floating. Now colored liquid that carries the cell and the platelets which help blood clot. This is the liquid plasma which is at the upper side. This is the thin white blood puffy clot. White blood cells are mentioning and they have platelets. Now you can see here this is the dark pigmented area heavy weighted due to hemoglobin and oxygen. So these all are the red blood cells. It also contains useful things like carbon dioxide, glucose, amino acid, proteins, minerals, vitamins, hormones, and waste material like a urea. Summary. Now I summarize little bit all this topic about copy and complete the following. Arteries take blood away from heart, and the wall of the artery are made up of thick muscular wall and elastic fibers. Veins carry blood toward the heart and also have walls. The capillaries link arteries and veins and have a one cell thick wall. Blood is made up of four main things: plasma, the blood part, liquid part of the blood, red blood cells to carry oxygen, white blood cells to protect the body from disease, and platelets to help the blood clotting. Thanks for your patience, and if you like my this lecture, so please like my lecture and share it to others. And थैंक यू अल्लाह हाफिज़ एंड अगर आपने अभी तक मेरा चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर कीजिएगा तब तक थैंक यू अल्लाह हाफिज़